tell you about 14 home remedies for arthritis and joint pain. The first thing is turmeric and ginger tea. Now turmeric and ginger are both anti-inflammatory and will help with osteo and rheumatoid arthritis. Turmeric in particular has gotten a lot of attention lately. Now for this, you will need 2 cups of water, half teaspoon of ground ginger, half teaspoon of ground turmeric and honey to taste. Now the direction is bring 2 cups of water to a boil and a half teaspoon each ground ginger and ground turmeric. Reduce to a simmer and let it be for 10 to 15 minutes. Strain, add honey to taste and enjoy twice daily. This yields 2 servings. Now, Epsom salt soak. Epsom salt contains magnesium sulfate, which sounds kind of scary, but it's really quite wonderful substance, a naturally occurring mineral. Magnesium sulfate has been used to get relief from pain for years, namely because of its high levels of magnesium. Now for this you will need half cup of Epsom salt, a large bowl and warm water. Now for this, I will give you the direction. Fill a large bowl with warm water and add half cup of Epsom salt. Stir it around and then submerge your sore joints in the liquid. If you are experiencing pain in a less convenient place to soak, such as your knees, try taking a bath with Epsom salt. Rub a tub full of warm water and add 2 cups of Epsom salt for 15 minutes at least. Now, get more magnesium. Magnesium is something our body needs, but we can't make it ourselves. It is used in over 300 different biomechanical responses in our body. It relaxes our muscles and nerve endings, relieving stiffness and pain. It is even part of what makes our heartbeat. Now, for this, the supplement you will need is magnesium capsules. Magnesium capsules are a good thing to add to your day-to-day life, but they work best when used in conjunction with an improved diet. Now I'll tell you about the diet. Really, this is the clincher. As great as supplements are, they can't do everything. Eat foods that are high in magnesium, which include dark leafy green, nuts, legumes, the beans. Then I'll tell you about oil. There is magnesium oil that can be applied topically and absorbed through the skin. Try rubbing it on the sore joints to relieve pain. Now the fourth is lubricate with extra virgin olive oil. The very consistency of olive oil makes it seem like something that would lubricate your joints and ease arthritis pain. And it turns out, and it actually does. The main compound in extra virgin olive oil, called oleocanthal, inhibits inflammatory enzymes, just like Advil or aspirin does. Now for this you will need 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Now the direction. Rub a bit of olive oil into your sore joints twice a day, massaging it into each one gently. You can also take 2 to 3 tablespoons daily, but be sure to give up some other form of fat due to a high calorie count in the oil. Now, Dandelion Leaves, incredibly high in vitamin A and C. Dandelion leaves can help repair damaged tissues and help the liver clear toxins out of the blood. Now for this you will need 3 teaspoons of fresh dandelion leaves or 1 teaspoon of dried, 1 cup of boiling water, a handful of fresh leaves, a dash of extra virgin olive oil. And for this direction, for fresh dandelion tea, step 3 teaspoons of fresh leaves or 1 teaspoon of dried in 1 cup of boiling water. Strain and drink twice daily. Dandelion tea is a very bitter. You have been warned. You can add honey to sweeten it up if you like. To make a salad, simply toss the greens in with another recipe or eat them plain with a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Older leaves can be gently sauteed to soften them up a bit. Now the sixth thing is Blackstrap Molasses drink. High in valuable minerals such as calcium, potassium and magnesium, Blackstrap Molasses has been cherished home remedy for arthritis for a number of years. For this you will need 1 tablespoon of Blackstrap Molasses and 1 cup of warm water. For this, heat 1 cup of fresh water until warm, but not hot. Stir in a tablespoon of Blackstrap Molasses and drink once daily. Do note that it can sometimes have a laxative effect. Now, white willow tea, the original aspirin. Before there was aspirin, and I mean way before aspirin, there was white willow bark. Now for this method you will need 2 teaspoons of powder or chipped white willow bark, 1 cup of water, honey or lemon to taste. For this, bring 1 cup of water to a boil, then reduce to a simmer. Add 2 teaspoons of powdered or chipped white willow bark and let it infuse for 10 to 15 minutes. Remove from heat and let it steep for 30 more minutes. Drink twice daily. It's bitter, so honey and lemon are useful in this. You can add according to your taste. Now exercise. When it's painful and difficult just to move, the last thing you feel like doing is getting up and exercising. As unpleasant as it may sound though, exercise is vital for those who suffer from any form of stiffness, joint pain or arthritis. Now try this one. Going for a brisk walk, start with 15 minutes and work your way up into a solid daily routine. Doing joint targeted exercise, certain stretches and exercises, specifically target joints to help rid of them of stiffness and pain. Getting a dog, doing so backups up the first time because you will have no choice but to walk. Now peppermint eucalyptus oil blend. Peppermint and eucalyptus don't change the course of the arthritis itself, but they do have analgesic or pain relief properties. For this you will need 5 to 10 drops of peppermint oil, 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus oil, 1 to 2 tablespoons of carrier oil, olive, almond, grape, seed, etc. A small dark glass bottle. And for this, I will give you the direction. Blend 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus and peppermint oil together and then mix into 1 to 2 tablespoons of carrier oil. Carrier oil is needed to dilute the essential oil so that it does not irritate the skin and can be olive oil, grapeseed oil or something of like oil. Ensure that the oil band in dark glasses bottle away from this direct sunlight and rub into your joints when they pain. Now, juniper berry tea. For this, first of all I would like to tell you, do not bring juniper berry tea while pregnant. For this you will need 1 tablespoon of dried juniper berries, 1 cup of fresh water, honey, that is optional. Now bring 1 cup of fresh water to a boil and place 1 tablespoon of dried juniper berries in a mug. Pour the boiling water over the berries and let them steep for 20 minutes before straining. Drink 1 cup twice a day and add honey to taste if you like. Now, 11th thing is golden raisins and gin. First of all, I am not recommending you that you go and drink gin, but I thought this was an interesting old home remedy for arthritis. All you need is around half cup of gin, 1 cup of golden raisins and a shallow dish. The amount will vary depending on how much of a batch you are making. But basically, you just need raisins and enough gin to just cover them up. And above the amounts are just to give a general guideline. Now, anyways, place 1 cup of golden raisins in a shallow dish and pour in enough gin to just barely cover them. Cover with a towel and store them away in a dark place until the gin has evaporated, around 2 weeks. Eat 9 of the raisins daily, keeping in mind the result may take several weeks to show. Now, boswellia supplements, also known as frankincense. A boswellia is a flowering plant native to Africa and Asia. The gum resin or extract of the plant works as an anti-inflammatory and painkiller. It works against inflammation by disabling white blood cells that would cause swelling and also helps shrink tissue that has already become inflamed and painful. I am afraid I don't have a tea recipe for this one, as it is generally taken in tablet supplement form, much like a vitamin. Now, pectin and grape juice. Pectin is a water-soluble carbohydrate substance formed in the cell walls of the plants, where it helps keep cell walls together and gives fruit firmness as it ripens. Now for this you will need 1 tablespoon of liquid pectin and 8 ounces of grape juice. Mix 1 tablespoon of liquid pectin and 8 ounces of grape juice and drink 1 to 2 times daily. It will take a week or 2 for the effects to show. Now, Quinine Kappa ointment, a common OTC pain reliever for joint pain, contains capsaicin, a component in hot peppers that inhibits something called substance P. Now, substance P is involved in transmitting pain signals to our brain, and when the capsaicin interferes with it, it minimizes the alert to discomfort and therefore the discomfort itself. It has been one of the most effective topical treatments for arthritis, and you can mix this at your own home. Keep in mind, however, that it is only a temporary fix and should be used sparingly if possible. Now, these were the things to cure your arthritis and joint pain through home remedies. Thank you.